back. It's been a very long time since I posted a video, and I thought that having this video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today is a good way to hop back into it. In this video, I'm going to be going over the 5 goals I have for summer 2021. Now, some of these goals are going to extend past summer of 2021 as well as extend past 2021. They are more so goals to create lifestyle changes and to grow. So before I get into this video, grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or water, whatever you'd like, and sit down with me and let's have a little bit of a chat. So I have 5 goals for summer 2021, and they are all pretty broad. Some of them are a little bit more specific, but for the most part, they are pretty broad. So the first goal I have is to cut out social media, mainly Instagram. I find social media has always affected me in a negative way. So ever since the Tumblr days, I would scroll through and I would be jealous of or feel bad about myself because I wasn't as skinny or wasn't tall or didn't have long hair or wasn't able to afford different things that maybe somebody else might have. Another reason is I waste a ton of time on social media. I'm sure we have all seen the screen time thing. Now this is my one from this past week, and this is the week that I have already started to delete my Instagram. It says I have 2 hours and 26 minutes wasted of my life scrolling through social media. So that is one of my big goals this summer, is to go until the end of August without Instagram. Number 2 is I am really going to focus in on my financial stability. I am turning 24 in less than a month. I really feel like it's about time that I actually just start taking control of my ish. I need to start paying my bills and investing for my future more seriously. I'm coming to an age where I'm almost in my I'm almost 25, I'm in my mid-20s, and I need to stop acting like a child when it comes to my finances, because let's be honest, that's what I do. This goal is probably going to be one of my most difficult goals that I have, just because I've been stuck in this mindset for a very long time, and I know that it's not going to be easy. The positive thing about this goal is that I'm starting a new job this week, and it's going to give me more financial freedom. So it's going to be a little bit more pay than what I've been used to, actually a lot more pay than most of the jobs I've been used to. And it's going to be more stable, more consistent. It's really going to help me to be able to pay my bills and maybe even have some money left over for both investments and paying off my debt. So that's probably going to be the most difficult goal. It's probably going to make me crazy a little bit, but I will keep you updated on all of these goals actually as I go through them and the difficulties that I'm facing with them and how I'm feeling about each and every one. Goal number 3, it is to read 6 books by the end of August. Now, that may seem like a lot, but being someone who used to read all the time, like I would read 6 books in a week when I was in high school, and when I was a lot younger, I would read a ton. Over the years, I have ended up watching YouTube too much, or Netflix, or scrolling through social media, and I really wanted to cut that out and start focusing on myself and bettering my knowledge, and just growing as a human. So goal is 6 books. One of them must be a non-fiction, like a non-novel. That is one of my requirements. And when I say read, I mean read, not listen to audiobooks. Those will just be bonuses. Number 4. Number 4 is something I have been struggling with my entire life. I have major body dysmorphia. I always have since I was like a little kid. And my big goal right now is for me to focus in on my health. That includes my mental and my physical health. Not just being skinny or focusing in on the bad and negative context of every single time I've tried to do this. It's more so about my mental health, how I physically feel, how strong I feel, and confidence. Because yeah, I'm gonna have more confidence the more I'm gonna be able to, example, run 5 kilometers without dying. Because that's currently where I'm at. A few goals, mini goals within that larger kind of sense is going to be take up running again and my yoga again. Another one is focusing in on more of what I'm eating healthy. I've been stuck in like a constant loop of wanting to get chips or ice cream or candy. Another huge one is to cut back on drinking. I have found that since moving here, I drink a lot. Like, not even just moving here, I drink a lot. I really need to cut that out. And focus on it more being a special occasion thing instead of being like a 4 times a week thing. More balance with that, and it's going to also help with me doing these practices like yoga and running, is because it's going to give me more self-control. So that's really one of the big, I guess most of these goals actually are that, is to give myself self-control and to practice with the self-control of myself and that internal struggle, because that is probably my biggest issue, is I have no self-control. Another like little mini goal along with that one is that I want to start new activities. Being in a new city, and like a city so grand like Vancouver, there's so many things to do outdoors. Goal number 5. This one is going to be something a little bit different. It's going to educate me more. It's going to be something that is challenging my cognitive abilities and my brain. I would like to learn French, or relearn French, because as a Canadian, we have it mandatory that we learn French as a kid in school. It's very basic French. Most of the time it's like Fringlish, like half French, half English, but it's still another language. Over the years, I just kind of lost most of it. I know like 1 sentence or 2 sentences. So I would like to re-pick that up. I think that it would be very cool to know 2 languages and to be relatively fluent in more than 1 language. Plus, my best friend is French, so she can help me out with that. Here's a little bonus one. It's not really a goal, it's just kind of something I'm doing, and I thought you might find it interesting. I am starting a garden. So I always love plants. I'd like to think that I'm somewhat good with plants, or like gardening or keeping plants alive sometimes, depending on the plant. So I'm starting a garden, and I would like to grow mostly my own food. So I have a little plot here on the property that I live on, and I'm going to start growing my own food. I have like chilies, I have cucumber, cauliflower, a bunch of different kinds of greens, and then like microgreens and herbs, and I would like to get lavender. Like, it's gonna be a good time. So that's just a little bonus thing that I'm doing, and I'm sure I will show you all of the things that I'm doing for it and the struggles, because I'm sure there's gonna be lots, aka massive spiders, because there's a lot of them. Those are my 5 goals plus a little bonus for the summer of 2021. I understand not all of these are going to be completed by the end of summer 2021, but they're good for me to start with that mentality and get me into the habit of doing these things, as most of these goals are going to be something that continue on and on and on. Really, the only one that's going to be like a terminated one is going to be like the gardening and the reading ones. So everything is more so just building the habits of doing it and actually practicing these things to build myself a better future. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up. And I'm going to be posting more often, possibly. I hope to see you guys soon in the next video.